I think it's great, but I told him after last. I mean, I told the whole team, we only gonna take the next step, after we just start being solid. It's great when we get to have the opportunities to steal those balls. And tonight, he was great playing those past games. So yeah, as long as he gets it, I'm happy with it.
What did you think of VJ's dunk?
Finally he converted it. It's been a long time that he's trying to, make something happen. So I was happy that he converted it finally.
You're at the go ahead. You're at the halfway point officially, 41 games tonight. I mean, how do you feel? You guys are playing right now, and especially compared to maybe what some of the thoughts were about your team coming into the season.
Yeah, I think for myself, I think I'm right where not necessarily where I want to be, but work in progress. I made a lot of strides since the beginning of the season, so I'm back to probably say all-star level and getting back to that all NBA level and MVP level each and every day. So just gotta keep it going.
How about as a team?
As a team, obviously we've had a lot of ups and downs, but I think even the losses, I don't, the losses hurt because we've had a lot of bad ones, but the thing that I'm looking at the most is, if you're learning, the mistakes that we made in some of those losses, losses hurt, but the one thing that I'm looking at is just the progress. Did we learn anything from it? Are we gonna be better next time?
I guess it's Tyrese 8 steals. What did you make of his defensive effort this moment? Maybe what did you see that allowed him to have such a great night?
Yeah. I mean, he's we've mentioned this before. We've tried to amp him up a little bit in the reading some of the stuff, and he's obviously doing some prep on that and thought process on that. I mean, he had 8. He almost had about another 5, I thought. So he's good. I think they're important because a lot of them lead to some layups at the other end too. So just disruptive and really making some good reads on that. Didn't get hurt much from it either, which is always good. Yeah.
As he's made this defensive leap as a playmaker, how has it changed the way that you've built out your defense?
Well, almost what I just said. I think we really like his ability there to dart quickly into things, and we just trying to kind of almost prepare and give him situations where he can look at and read them, and those presented themselves a few times for him tonight. And again, it's a combination of incredible quickness but also some prep by him, and also just doing it at the right time. So it's great that just to use that ability that he has. Yeah.
Why did you not stagger Tyrese and Joel in the first half as opposed to staggering them in the second half? And what were the differences? What did you see?
Yeah, I was really making it intentional a little bit in the second half. I think the first we got into the bonus, and I kind of wanted to let Joe run through the bonus there a little bit. That was probably the biggest difference of doing it in the first and the second half. Yeah.
So maybe Kelly's best offensive game, at least since he's come back from
Yep.
injury. Just what kind of unlocks for him that going downhill?
Yeah, that was a big thing. He got downhill 2 or 3 times to start the game. I think that's always a good sign for him. I think it was his best overall game. Forget the scoring, even though it was always needed and nice. But it just felt like he looked a lot more comfortable, both ends, sets, execution, all that stuff. Yeah.
Trey, you guys spent a good chunk of the third quarter, first half of it, running ball screens with BJ and Joel on the left side of the floor. I guess what were you seeing there, and how are you seeing their kind of partnership evolve as they get more time here?
Yeah. What I was seeing is I did not like what was happening in the first half at all. I thought they were pinning us up near the midcourt line, all that stuff. So changing it to a side screen and roll just changes the spacing. It gets us down into the defense a little bit. We figure that they got a couple choices when VJ's handling, and you put Tyrese in the kind of the next slot over. If they want to take him out of the game, then that's going to be a lot of space for those two guys to play in. Just a little bit. I would have liked a little bit more to the weak side in that. I think as that evolves, we got to play both sides of that, and I just think it's a better set for us getting further up the floor to initiate our offense.
Jabari had a pretty active night tonight. How
Great.
did he change the
He was great, man. Yeah, I think. I mean, I'll throw Barlow in there. Those two guys just go out and play hard and have a lot of fun. Have a lot of fun just giving everything they have. And I think Jabari's always snapping down rebounds, making plays. He was very, very good tonight, and that's why he got to kind of play a real long stretch there. I thought his physicality on Siakam was great, and just he was tipping the ball, rebounding the ball, made a great offensive putback move underneath, splashed a three in the corner, so did a little bit of everything. He was fun to watch tonight.
Trenton played exclusively with two other bigs
Yep.
tonight. I know you had some wing minutes to fill without Paul, but I guess just what do you theoretically like about that alignment, and what did you make of those minutes?
Yeah, so I think it looks at as an option for us as another ball handler, right? So it's usually going to happen when one of Tyrese and VJ are out, and that's primarily the reason. Yeah.
This was game 41, so
Yep.
exactly at the midway point of the regular season. Just overall, how would you assess where you guys are at? Just kind of now that you've hit this checkpoint.
I think if I had to say overall, considering we hit Dubai with 11 guys out in our first two preseason games, I'd be pretty happy that we're here right now, screaming downhill roller coaster for the rest of the season. But I mean, listen, I think there's some encouraging things for sure. I think the health is probably, there was a lot of dominoes to fall there, and I think not all of them have, but some of them have. I think there's still some upside for a couple guys, other guys that are coming back yet that aren't near fully fit. We played some pretty good basketball. I mean, I think, there's a few games looking back, you think, man, we should have had those and gave them away, but probably would have taken this at the start of the season for sure. And hopefully a couple more dominoes can fall here as we go on.
Did VJ's dunk mesmerize you as much as it did the crowd and your team?
It's a pretty good one. He's got some amazing athletic ability, that's for sure. And it's good to see him get clearance once in a while and show it off. Yep. All right.
Oh, go ahead. Last question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Tyrese, the Cavs game and even the first three quarters tonight, it seemed like in the half court at least he was having trouble getting all the way to the rim.
Uh-huh.
The fourth, it seemed like it opened up much more for him. I guess, was there anything different, or was it just his mentality? What did you kind of see there?
Well, I think that both a little bit. I think his mentality a little bit, and I just again think us giving it some more variety, going from side. Then we threw in a couple back to the middle with some knockoffs with Bona. I thought he took some without screen and rolls, which I would really, we tried to encourage at halftime. We thought we were settling for a lot of contested jumpers, and we needed everybody to hit the paint. Made a concerted effort to tell VJ to start driving it, Tyrese to start driving it, all those guys on the perimeter to start hitting the paint a little bit more, and they did.
Tyrese, we've talked to you a lot about your growth as a defensive player over the years, especially this past year. Career high 8 steals tonight. I guess just what were you seeing out there? What was allowing you to have such an impact on that end of the floor?
Yeah, just trying to be aggressive, make plays for my teammates, and I think it gets us going when we get out in the open court and get some easy baskets.
Nick was just talking about how he's sort of been able to rebuild the way you guys defend, in part because of the playmaking you have. I guess when did you realize that might be this big of an asset for you guys?
A little bit last year, towards the end, I was getting a lot of steals. This kind of how I played in high school. I was able to get in the pass lane, get steals, get some on ball steals and blocks, little strip steals or blocks, whatever they call them. But yeah, I just wanted to be aggressive. I just want to make an impact on the defensive end. I feel like I've done that this year.
You talked about you kind of doing your homework on guys. What kind of goes into that? Is it how much of it is reading in the moment? How much of it is maybe knowing some guys' tendencies?
Watching basketball. When you watch a lot of basketball and watch a lot of film, you pick up on it. You pick up on things, and I try to watch every basketball game. Not every single second of it, but I'm flipping through the channels, watching them, especially if it's a team about to play. So you just kind of pick up on stuff, and when you see it over and over and over and over again, you kind of just anticipate it. And then knowing like plays, knowing what guys run, what teams run. So
Does that come with time too, or just
Definitely.
seeing these guys multiple times?
definitely comes with time and preparation.
When you're doing that, are you like actually taking notes on what you're seeing, or are you just sort of putting it to memory?
Nah, I don't really write it down. It's just like mental notes. You know what I mean? Like when you're watching it. Like I said, I watch a lot of basketball, so like it's a lot of times where I'm like I'm calling what's going to happen in the game. You know what I mean? Like, and it's funny because like my mom doesn't like watching basketball with me because she doesn't like when I do that. My dad loves it because he's a basketball crazy man, but it's cool though.
How big were Dom and Jabari tonight, and how big have they been really throughout the entire season?
No, they've been great. They've been great. They added a different dimension that we haven't had in a while, like at the fourth spot as far as like defender. They can knock down a shot here and there. Rebounding, that's really what it is, rebounding, man. Jabari rebounds like he's a monster, and Dom is too. So they just kind of like split those minutes. They're doing good.
This is Kelly's best game, at least from a scoring perspective, since he came back. What's it been like having him back, and really what's it been like having everyone back?
Great. It's been great, man. He's done a good job of just kind of like easing his way back in, and I feel like letting the game come to him. He hasn't like been too vocal or been, hadn't said much. He just let the game come to him, impacted the game on both ends of the floor. Like tonight, he was just disruptive. Got a couple like steals or a couple like deflections that kind of got us out in transition. Then he attacked. He attacked really good tonight. Got to the paint and made some layups. I think he hit a 3-2.
What were your teammates saying after your first dunk?
So it's funny because like in high school, I used to jump off my left leg and dunk a lot. So Justin was like, man, you don't jump off your left leg anymore. I was up at like late, like 1:30, 2 a.m. the other night, just sending him clips of me dunking off my left leg. So then this morning he was like, hey, you think you can dunk off your left leg today? Get it. I said, you know what, I'm gonna try it. And the first one, I was like, oof, I was really nervous. And the second one, I was like, man, I'm just gonna do it. Who cares? And it worked out for me.
You and BJ kind of joked post game about the viral moment
Yeah.
in the Cleveland game. I guess what was your perspective on all of that, and were you aware that it had gone?
No, I was not aware until my dad called me and was like, hey, you and BJ good? I was like, yeah. Why? And then MG sent it to me. Who else? A couple people sent it to me. And I was like, I kind of just laughed at it. And then I was like, man, that's just, we want to win so bad. Like, and we talked about the scenario of like just not leaving Donovan Mitchell. And, of course, I felt like I could, like, hey, listen, I let Porter, I'm going under all of it. And I'll catch him on the other side. And if he hits a shot, then he makes a shot. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how it is. I didn't want him to leave Donovan Mitchell. And I just told him, like, man, like, in certain scenarios where certain principles go out the window, like, this dude's really good. And he had 35 on us last night. But I say all that to say, like, dude, we just want to win. We don't really, like, we laughed about it after the game. I was the first person in Wilmington and told him, like, dude, you shooting 5 times in the basketball game is just not going to cut it for us. Like, we need you got to be up at 10, 12. Like, you got to be aggressive. So, man, that's my dog. That's my little brother. So,
congrats for the first time being the All-Star starter, and actually the first time being All-Star starter. Did Joel or Paul said anything or like give you any advice for them?
Yeah, they definitely gave me congrats, and I appreciate them for that. Joel's advice was to go out there and start fast. He just wants me to go out there and start fast and have fun and play the right way, and that's really it. But no, I do appreciate those guys. They've been all-stars and all-star starters and all defense and all NBA. They've done it all, MVP. So to have those guys, Kyle too, to have those guys in my corner and just pushing me to be better and better every single day, I appreciate them.
Having D'Anthony as a teammate for a couple of years, did
Yeah.
you take anything away from that as far as like finding ways to make defensive plays?
I am not giving any credit about me getting steals. That is not happening. But he's really good at it though. You know, it's funny you said I was on the phone with him last night for a while talking about just how he been playing. So shout out to Mel. He had like 24 points. Do you think he took his scoring away from me? Yeah, nah, but shout out to Melt, man. I guess I could take some, defensive things from Melt. He was really good on the defensive end, getting steals and just being disruptive. So
In the fourth quarter, you were able to get to the paint a lot more and then finish at the rim. I guess what kind of opened up for you, and what did you kind of see there in the fourth?
yeah, we kind of opened the court up a little bit. When me and Joe was in, we play a lot of 2-man games, so it's kind of like just getting him the ball, coming off screens, and doing that nature. In that unit, I know I have to be ultra aggressive, not just for myself, but for my teammates as well. Getting to the paint, kicking it out, generating threes. That's what I try to do. Got a couple corner threes with that group, and that's good offense for us.
BJ, what was your initial reaction earlier today when Tyrese was named an All-Star starter?
I was happy, man. I called him. He was asleep. I think I was the first person to call him. I had my alarm set for 2:00. I said, man, I got to see my, you know what I'm saying? I had a protest if you didn't make it, man. If it wasn't started, it would have been a problem.
Were you in the middle of a nap and then you had set your alarm?
Nah. I ain't waking up on no nap now. I love Reese, but I ain't loving that much. Nah, I'm playing. But nah. I didn't nap yet. But like I said, man, I was super excited. It's my teammate, So I know he worked hard for it. I know he's way more excited than I am. So yeah.
You had a big dunk in the second half against Tony Bradley. What did it feel to kind of finally get up and get one of those?
That hurt, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that hurt. I landed too hard. That hurt. But it feels good. It just feels good to dunk on somebody. But it hurt because I landed bad. So yeah.
Being so close to Tyrese this season and seeing him up close, how do you put into words what makes him an all-star and this today?
His work ethic, his leadership, his character, and obviously his style of play. He out there playing both ends of the floor now. I'm happy for him. He playing both ends of the floor now. I was watching, bro.
You was.
But yeah, I'm super excited for him, man. He's an unbelievable player, really special talent, and I get to watch him every day. Just go work, man. So yeah.
In the spirit of Tyrese being an all-star starter, if somebody asked you if you wanted to be in the dunk contest, what would your response be? No?
Yeah, I ain't doing it.
Was there a particular reason why you wouldn't want to participate?
Yeah. I'm good.
BJ, you and Joel ran a ton of left side ball screens third quarter.
Yep.
I guess, how do you feel?
Oh my gosh. They asked me about you right now, by the way.
I guess, where do you feel your chemistry with him growing?
Because I ain't been hooping, bro. You know what I'm saying? But,
where do you feel your chemistry with him growing? And where's your comfort level at on those plays specifically?
I'm going to be so honest. I hate passing Joe the ball. Nah, I'm playing. Love you, Joe. Nah. But I say he requires so much attention. He requires so many attention. And it's hard to get over his screens. He makes sure he sets really good screens. That allow us to get downhill and make a play. He trusts us making plays. He don't set screen for him to get open. He set for us to get open. And like I say, our chemistry is still growing. You know what I'm saying? That's my dog though, so I'll pass him the ball here and there. That's fine. I don't love you no more either. But yeah.
The little wave after the dunk, was there anything specific behind that, or the?
Oh my gosh, yo. But it wasn't planned. I was looking for T.Y. Him and Paul UMP. I told him how to get it done eventually. Yeah, it's game 41. It's my first body. So yeah. We got some more to come though.